Hi everyone and welcome to episode 6. I would like to start out this episode with a quick recap of my previous episodes for those who have not watched them. I am out here on my land that I call the studio farm in California's desert mountains, where I am building a cabin out of semi-truck trailers. But my truck broke down on the way out here. And instead of getting it towed back home to Los Angeles, I got it towed to a friend's shop in a small town near my land, where I'll be working on it myself. That means I have to stay out here until my truck is fixed, which I don't mind, I just don't like being without a ride. I was super exhausted last night and went to sleep very early. And now I am up very early, waiting for the sun to rise. And here is the sun. It's so quiet and peaceful out here. The opposite of LA. I love it. But my mind is not relaxed because of my broken down truck. I came here to relax and to continue working on my cabin. But instead I will have to work on my truck, and I am really not happy about that. But hey, it has to be done. Koko and I are now on our usual morning walk that we typically start out at the creek that is currently dried out. Those are my buggy's tire tracks. Coming. It is a seasonal creek that is dry during the winter, and it starts flowing again in the spring when the snow on the mountain peaks begins to melt. The creek flows throughout the spring and the summer and dries out again at the beginning of fall. The air is crisp and fresh, a welcome change to the bad LA air. Oh, Koko found a poop. Look at it. Finding and marking all kinds of poops is Koko's biggest hobby. I think that was a mountain lion's poop. We're back at the cabin, and I'm going to make some breakfast now. Before going to sleep last night, I hooked up the stove to the gas bottle. Oops, that wasn't planned. But hey, even better now, brighter. Am I still in the shot? Yeah, I am. It's a 3-burner stove. Let me make sure the other valves are all shut. Now let's move the cup out of the way so you guys can see everything properly. And lit. Let me go get my green tea now. viscous. Ginger. It's hard to see on the screen, but we're actually looking down from the mountain onto the desert. I normally always add vegetables and some sort of protein to my ramen noodles. But today I'm skipping the proteins and only adding cabbage and a carrot to my soup. I always let the water come to a boil before throwing in the vegetables. And then I turn off the stove as soon as they start boiling and let them sit in there for a couple of minutes to preserve as many vitamins as possible. Then I add the flavoring powder, the noodles, garlic powder, vegetable powder, and at the very end, some avocado oil. The soup came out really good. I really enjoy eating and looking down onto the desert. And with the northern views, the sun will never blind me. Koko is eating branches. Koko, are you a cow? She is upset now. We're back at the cabin from our little afternoon walk. And I should have recorded and showed you guys around the farm a little bit. But I am honestly currently lacking motivation because of my broken down truck. I just recently replaced one of the injectors and it ran fine for a while. I hope I can fix the engine without having to replace it, because I don't have the money for that. Especially since I just recently bought this truck after my other truck and my SUV broke down around the same time. So I don't want to be stuck with 3 broken down vehicles now. But let's see, I'll start working on it tomorrow, and hopefully it's nothing major. I'm going to finish up today's episode, but I'll be back with an update about everything that's going on. So if you want to see what happens next, go to episode 7. I'll see you there. Good night.